Of the National Assembly and chairperson of the Committee on Appointments, Justin Muturi, has asked members of the public to submit memoranda and affidavits on oath about the suitability or otherwise of the nominees for appointment as cabinet secretaries before Wednesday next week. Muturi has also requested the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, the Kenya Revenue Authority and the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to submit reports to Parliament about the nominees ahead of the vetting process.
Members of the National Assembly Committee on Appointments gathered to plan on how to vet the 9 persons who have been nominated by President Uhuru Kenyatta for appointment as cabinet secretaries. The Speaker of the National Assembly received the list of nominees on Monday. Members of the public have been asked to submit written affidavits to the clerk of the suitability or otherwise of the nominees.
Present those views on oath by way of an affidavit within the next 7 days. So the period begins to run, and by close of business on 7th of February at 5 p.m. we will close any more receiving of views and or representations from the public.
Professor Margaret Kobia, former chairperson of the Public Service Commission, has been nominated Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Youth and Gender Affairs. Former Turkana Senator John Munyes has been nominated CS Petroleum and Mining. Dr. Monica Juma, who served as Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, was elevated and has been nominated CS Foreign Affairs and International Trade. Farida Karonei, a former Royal Media Services Chief Operating Officer, has been nominated CS Lands, Housing and Urban Development. Other nominees include former Meru Governor Peter Munya, who has been nominated CS East African Community and Northern Corridor Development. Former Director of Public Prosecutions Keriako Tobiko has been nominated CS Environment and Forestry. Simon Chelugui, who contested for Senator position in Baringo County and lost, has been nominated CS Water and Sanitation. Former Marsabit Governor Ukuri Atani has been nominated CS Labor and Social Protection. Rashid Achesa Mohammed, a former ODM National Youth Leader who crossed to Jubilee Party, has been nominated CS Sports and Heritage.
The clerk will be writing to various other bodies, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, the Kenya Revenue Authority, the Higher Education Loans Board, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, the Registrar of Political Parties, the Kenya National Examinations Council, among others, to give us whatever reports they may have about each of the nominees.
The Opposition National Super Alliance has already said it will not participate in the vetting process.
The decision that I took on 30th of November, that members of NASA will not participate in the vetting of appointments done by Uhuru Kenyatta in terms of cabinet secretary, still stand. Nothing has changed. And even the appointments for principal secretaries, I have already written to the whip of minority, Honorable Junet Mohammed, advising him or asking him to advise our members who are members of various departmental committees not to participate.
That's their right. Yeah, just like you sit in plenary, if you can decide to go to represent your people in Uhuru Park or in Jivaji Gardens, it's something called Bunge Wananchi or something.
The committee will vet the 9 nominees on Thursday and Friday next week before submitting its report to the National Assembly for approval and or rejection. Patrick Amimo, KTN News.